Namaste, welcome back to Work Your Light. Thank you so much for being here. Today's transmission or the energy that I'm receiving and the imagery will be from the Arcturian guides that I have, which are going to help me through the channeling, which are going to support me through the channeling in order to bring to you helpful guidance for you throughout the next days is what I hear, which is leading up to the full moon, the full moon solar eclipse or a full solar eclipse. Just like, it's okay that I just don't know, but you know what is going on. So, which we are going to have on the 4th, I believe. Great. So, to be honest, this is now, I believe, the 3rd time I try to record. I do really believe that there is a very huge sign for all of us in this. I have really been impatient with myself. I've been really expecting myself to channel like easy peasy lemon squeezy. I do kind of low-key sometimes have a belief system like that my energy isn't in flow. What is actually not really the case, to be honest. So very funny, like right now I don't have my mobile in flight mode and my daughter is trying to FaceTime with me. But here we come to the first lesson. For me especially, and I've been getting those messages synchronistically throughout the previous days. The first message for us is prioritize, okay? Put yourself first, okay? Then you will be able to support others. That's why I haven't been answering now, and that's why you're watching now this video with those informations. So put yourself first. Okay, fill your cup first, prioritize. Check in with your intuition. My intuition told me it's completely okay to just not answer this call right now. Then we have the card of Judgment. So guys, there's a lot of karmic stuff that we are currently releasing, and patience is so important. We really are asked to have patience with ourselves. We are asked to, you know the song, nourish, nurture yourself. Okay, really take a step back if necessary, okay? Be soft and gentle with yourself and really allow those emotions to rise up. I've really been experiencing a lot of clearing, a lot of purging in the previous days, which partially really were quite tough, to be honest, but like absolutely with the knowledge in the background, in the end, everything is fine. Everything is really fine. And yes, it looks wild. Yes, it felt tough. But I'm going to take time now for myself and really listen to myself, okay? Asking myself really, okay, tell me, what is it that you need? There are a lot of voices inside of us that really would like to talk, that are really asking us to listen to them, okay? And they might be like very mixed up and like very fast and like very high. It's like the atoms are like moving very, very quickly, okay? And there's a lot of tension and heat and pressure, under the surface, okay? So allow yourself to really take time, and not very much with the intention to now really dig deep, but to listen. This is another thing that I got. Listen. This is actually what I got when I came here to sit down and make this video for you. And the only thing, the most dominant thing that I heard was listen. So whether we are listening to our spirit guides or our intuition or the fear that is within us, within some of us, within actually all of us. I mean, we've been growing up in fear consciousness. And it's totally fine to maybe not being able instantly to channel the Arcturians like others that I've been seeing that are very fluent in channeling. But the point is here, like, aren't we actually always channeling? I mean, even in this moment that I'm talking to you right now, there is my higher self or my spirit guides really talking through me, and I feel this. I can feel it because my whole body is vibrating, and even though I'm talking about myself, but aren't we here really to learn from each other? That's actually what I've been asking myself, and that's kind of legit, to be honest. So, having patience with ourselves, and you know, allowing ourselves maybe to jump into a kind of childlike energy. I mean, like, guys, I get you. Some of you might think like I'm in this and that situation. Like, how can you expect me to see everything from a childlike perspective? Get you. But the question isn't, that's something that I've been learning like from years ago, is because I've been asked this question, like, why are you panicking even though you have this and this appointment next week? I mean, like, why you make your next days shitty because you aren't sure how this appointment next week is going to turn out? I mean, like, you could absolutely invest your energy in something that is high vibrational, that makes you probably more stable until then, because you've been raising your vibration. Okay, you've been looking at yourself first. Okay, what is I'm feeling impatient, I'm feeling unstable. Where can I have a look inside myself and see security? Tell me the story. Tell me a story that gives me the evidence of me being stable. And then you have this talk with yourself, telling yourself, hey, yo, I get you. I understand why you feel unstable, but there is always a kind of a pattern in the past, from the past, that you might witness, or that you might suddenly have an epiphany about, that really shows you that, dang, there was actually always something that caught me, even if it was myself. Nonetheless, there was always something that really caught me, that was strong enough, that always helped me out. It doesn't need to be a person. It could absolutely be a belief system. So why not starting there, asking those questions there? Tell me, tell yourself the story about yourself, about how you mastered getting here, about how you did it, how you managed to stand up every time, and what was the drive that you had within yourself. What was it? It doesn't need to be a thing. Maybe it was simply a belief, believing in the unknown. And I do really believe that many of us, if we are looking behind those things that we think are there, materialistic, you get me? So if we look behind them, we might find in the end, many of us, that in the end, this thing that brought us here was simply the belief in this, what is behind the unknown. And this is actually our higher self telling us that it is completely fine to believe in something that maybe hasn't been, I hear the word crystallized, has not been crystallized yet. English grammar, it's really my best friend, absolutely. So, some might say actually in this moment like, well, yeah, but it was nothing. Yeah, but you created it. Like, it's not nothing. It's not just not crystallized yet. It's just not has its complete form, but you can smell it, and that's why you're still here. You got a glimpse of it like so many times, and you were able to really touch it with your energy a million times. That's why you're still here. This is like the universe telling you, yes, you actually are believing in yourself. You actually have been believing in yourself the whole time. But you have been putting a veil on it with something that looks a little bit more 3D. I hope you can follow me. But that's absolutely something, it's a little bit like, it's like feelings that I'm receiving and I can put them into words. And I do absolutely resonate with what is coming through. And I have actually not really been having had a look at it from this kind of perspective. And it's seriously beautiful. Like, really. I mean, what is it actually that's in the end what we wanted? The only thing that we wanted is really having a state of mind where we really believe in ourselves, and we've been hustling and running and sweating and crying, and now kind of realizing, dang, we've been there the whole time. The whole freaking time we have been there. It's a little bit like, that's so funny. It's like, I have a lot of analogies to this, like right now in my hand. Like I see, okay, I tell you what I get, the imagery, the movie that I get in my head, okay? It's like they're showing me someone, that's crazy, who is running a marathon, okay? Or not, he's not running a marathon, he is kind of running or fast because he wants to get to the doctor, but the way to the doctor actually needs him to, is like taking a lot of energy from him. But on the way to the doctor, he became healthy because he trained his immune system. You get me? It's like he's been taking a lot of good food on the way and like this. And when he arrived, he wanted to become healthy, but he made it by himself on the way to the doctor. You get me? That's like, you 100% get me. I know this. So it's like, we have been there the whole time, because it's not about the arrival, the destination of being healthy. It is the effort and the love and the belief in ourselves that we are putting in this thing that is carrying us. Not the freaking doctor. It is the belief in us. And this is, like, if you think about it, like, you've been really believing in yourself the whole time. And what are we being asked of the whole time? Believing in ourselves. So we actually are equipped the whole time with the #1 weapon, divine weapon That is the most important thing that we need. This is something no one can take from us. No one and nothing can take this from us. And we have been carrying it inside of ourselves like the whole freaking time. And this is the belief in ourselves and what we came here to do. Awesome. That really is like, wow. 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 That's cool. So beautiful. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, for walking with me along this journey. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I'm wishing you a wonderful start into this new week, and gonna see you in the next one. Namaste.